Imagine this, you're enjoying a peaceful evening, a simple walk in the city. Suddenly, a high-speed chase erupts before your eyes, a scene ripped from a movie. But as you reach for your phone, wanting to capture a moment, you're not just an observer anymore. You become the target. And what follows is a terrifying encounter with a badge, a demand, and a desperate gamble that could cost everything. Will this young man be silenced, or will his quick thinking lead to a shocking downfall? You need to hear how this played out. Stick around. Our story begins on a seemingly ordinary evening. The air was crisp, the city lights just beginning to paint the twilight sky. Our protagonist, let's call him Alex, was out with his roommate enjoying a casual stroll through the bustling main square. Then the ordinary shattered. A scene straight out of an action film unfolded before their eyes. Police cruisers, lights flashing, sirens wailing, cornered a fleeing suspect. Alex, stunned by the raw intensity of the moment, felt an urge to share this extraordinary event. He instinctively raised his phone, intending to send a quick voice message to his girlfriend to convey the sheer spectacle he was witnessing. But in that split second, as his hand reached for his device, a sharp, aggressive voice cut through the evening air. "Hey, what are you doing?" Alex froze. His mind reeled. The shout, so direct, so menacing, seemed impossible. Could it really be directed at him? He stood rooted to the spot, confusion warring with a growing sense of unease. Then the unthinkable. "What are you doing?" The voice belonged to a young police officer, and he was sprinting across the street directly towards Alex. The casual stroll had just morphed into a terrifying confrontation. "Whoa, whoa, whoa, calm down. What are you doing? Did you make a video?" I didn't make a video. I was sending a voice message to my girlfriend. Go to your gallery immediately and delete the video in front of me." A wave of mortification washed over Alex. He hadn't made a video, but the officer's insistent demand, his absolute certainty, triggered a sudden, chilling realization. The last thing he had captured on his phone, the very last media file in his gallery, was incredibly private. A highly compromising personal medical photo he had sent to his girlfriend just moments before. "Look, I'm not joking. The last photo, it's a highly compromising personal medical photo. I don't care. Delete that video immediately." The officer was relentless. He was convinced Alex was holding on to incriminating footage. His arrogance was palpable, a stark contrast to Alex's spiraling anxiety. But Alex knew there was no video to delete. Yet to the officer, that was precisely what was there, a phantom recording. Faced with this absurd, terrifying accusation, Alex made a decision. He would play along. He had nothing to hide in the way the officer suspected. "All right, fine, I'll show you." With a heavy heart and trembling fingers, Alex navigated to his phone's gallery. The officer loomed, his gaze fixed, radiating impatience and authority. Alex opened the most recent file. The officer peered at the screen. His eyes scanned the image. The expected video, the one he so vehemently demanded be deleted, was nowhere to be seen. What he saw was Alex's confession, laid bare, the highly compromising personal medical photo. The officer stood there, frozen. The confident swagger, the aggressive posture seemed to drain away. He blinked, his gaze flickered, and then, in a moment of sheer disbelief and perhaps profound embarrassment, he looked away from the phone. The carefully constructed facade of authority had crumbled. "Get out of here!" And just like that, the intense confrontation dissolved. Alex, his roommate, shaken but undeniably relieved, quickly retreated from the square, the officer's curt dismissal hanging in the air. As they put distance between themselves and the officer, the adrenaline began to subside, replaced by a surge of something else entirely. "Oh my God! I can't believe that just happened!" Alex was crying with laughter, a cathartic release of the fear and absurdity of the situation. His roommate, equally stunned, joined in. The evening, which had threatened to turn into a nightmare, had instead delivered an unbelievable, darkly comedic twist. A corrupt cop demanding a photo only to be shown exactly what he asked for, just not the one he expected. A testament to the unexpected ways justice, or at least a profoundly embarrassing moment, can find its target. Here's the final verdict. The cop flagrantly abused his legal authority. He had no probable cause, no warrant, and no justification to demand the deletion of a video that didn't exist. By ordering Alex to hand over personal media, he violated the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and essentially tried to commandeer private medical information, a clear O